At one time in my life, I found the gospel story for today to be rather disturbing. Here we have a king who throws a wedding feast for his son. He invites the usual crowd of friends and neighbors and relatives, but they refuse to attend. So he sends out a second summons to those invited just in case they have a change of heart. But this time, some make excuses or ignore his invitation while others abuse the messengers. Finally, out of desperation, the king tells his servants, "Go out and invite whoever you can find. He just wants his feast to be a success." And I presume by this time the food was getting cold as well. So the banquet hall is filled and the feast begins. But as the king goes around chatting with the guests, he finds someone without a wedding garment and throws the guy out. Now this is what disturbed me. The king desperately invites people off the street, so he should have expected an unprepared group. Why get all upset over someone who isn't properly dressed? At least the guy came to his son's wedding. And the gospel story ends with the cryptic saying, "Many are invited, but few are chosen." So the moral of the story is to be sure and wear the proper clothing to a wedding, even if you're invited off the street, right? I don't think so. Because once I studied the passage and placed it in Matthew's cultural context for storytelling, I found a much deeper and more important interpretation. It fits into a larger message by pointing out that while God graciously invites any and everyone to his banquet table, we are still required to make a proper response. God invites, but we must do our part in gratitude and appreciation. Otherwise, we won't fit in. Jesus has won salvation for us, and he offers it to us freely and generously. All he asks of us is that we make sure that we are prepared to accept the gift with a proper appreciation. Otherwise, the gift may be rejected or abused. I guess it's kind of like a parent who tries to select a gift for a child that the child is both prepared to receive and able to appreciate. A parent wouldn't offer a car to a baby. The baby is in no condition to appreciate it at that time. But as the child matures and prepares to begin an adult life, the gift would be most appreciated and appropriate. All God asks of us is that we cooperate with his grace in order to be able to appreciate his gifts.